with intent to bring its end for the actions of its heroes. And the Dark Leader's frustration almost eats himself alive as these fools dare to threaten both of his masters' lives. Nobody even sent him, and yet he's still in attendance, cause it's his pride and honor that demand this vengeance. So he takes it upon himself to end these heroes as his penance, claiming that he won't stop until this job is finished. Considering the worst ways to deliver this sentence, they aren't strong, no, they are simply dependent. And so Talus Magnificon rages to the foes all present, speaking of the most vicious ways he can murder them. And so he makes the same offer that Novus was known for: to save these lives, send out your greatest warrior. Better yet, I'll take on any of you who's willing to fight. I'll step up alone to deal with this weak country's might. And I'm not afraid to die, as I know how skilled you are. I've never been less impressed by your forces of war. I have a final bone to pick with the leader of your men. Come on out, Novus, and let me bring your death. On this battlefield, it's children versus slayer of men. With all the odds stacked against them, can the two sons even win? Novus watches them, hoping that they can step up and fight this man. But how can they fight a man who was designed to break the greatest of champions? With cunning and guile, both of them attempt their best. His Magnificon refuses defeat, it's something he won't accept. The country lives or it dies based on if these two boys can win. So Lumos and Axle are going to have to get creative. From Helo's forces, two men begin to head out. It's Billy, Joe, and Kale Rigen down to fight this clown. And Talus only relishes this chance to shine, and plans to show them how far they've crossed the line. He raises up his weapon with the clanking of chains, leaving everyone curious as to why the weapon feels strange. But Billy Joe warns Talus to lead them all today, or he and his friend will have Talus removed from this plane. Then Talus simply laughs, asking for Novus to join, but Novus simply glares back, even further annoyed. But Talus is fine with this, as at least it'll send a message that the strongest in the house can be delivered a death sentence. So wouldn't you know, Billy Joe is the best here to pay rent, cause you know what they say about cutting off the serpent's head. So Talus begins a fight with House Head and his house arm, dueling against both heroes with precision and charm. The blood can only watch in horror as they are held back by orders, as a battle like this shit only happened without the former. But both Billy and Kale are then instantly silenced with an elegant blow that seemed to have no force behind it. It wasn't what he wanted, even though Talus still thinks it fun. Now he awaits his prize of fighting Helo's number one. This battlefield is children versus slayer of men. With all the odds stacked against them, can the two sons even win? Novus watches them, hoping that they can step up and fight this man. But how can they fight a man who was designed to break the greatest of champions? With cunning and guile, both of them attempt their best. This Magnificon refuses defeat, it's something he won't accept. The country lives or it dies based on if these two boys can win. And then laugh straight at the villain, deciding now is the time to send in his two children, leaving those who hear the order only lost in the confusion. But there was a purpose to this plan, and it was no illusion. After quick little spat, the kids are forced into action, which only shocks Magnificon as he's hit by his compassion. I might be a monster, but even I'm not that insane, who sends two kids to win a war. Do you think this is a game? But he regains his composure, considering this a gift. When those two little shits, the ones who started all of this. I'm sorry about your father, he's never really been that kind. He's a pro rat and